How's it going, everyone? Unretired here, and before we start off the video, Guardians of Ember today is a sponsored video by the developers. Alright, but as you know, sponsored or not, I will give you a non-biased opinion. I'll let you know if it's good, if it's bad, if you should get it, if you should support it, or if you should flat out not get it. So getting that out of the way, Guardians of Ember is kind of like an ARPG. It's from the developer Rune Waker. Rune Waker is a gaming company from Taiwan. Now Taiwan, I've been there several times, and from what I know about these people and how they do their games, their companies and whatnot, when they decide to do one thing, they go 100%. They won't go half-assed. They will give 100% of what they have into what they're saying. They will back up what they say. Right, so I really have to get that out of the way. Maybe some other Asian companies and whatnot that have gone into the North American market have not been very straightforward with what they would bring out. I won't mention any names here, but there have been many over the years. Now they have used publisher Incel Games to publish this game into in North America, I would have to say. Now is the Asian version, well, I would have to say the Asian version compared to the North American version the same pretty much, except just language is totally different. Now, storyline about this game, I really have to say right off the bat that the story, there's really nothing to it. I mean, I have my quest here. I open my map. Oh, my quest is here. My quest is here. I go there. I kill whatever. I come back to get my reward and whatnot, and I sell my loot. And I move forward. There's really nothing that keeps you there to read the questing. It's just, I don't know if it's because we're so used to it from previous games, or I don't want to say that the storyline is not interesting and whatnot, but for me, it's something that I've just really skipped, unfortunately. But it doesn't mean that the game is not good, right? It just means that the storyline for me is not that amazing. Now, obviously, there are classes and races in the game. As per races, we have the humans, as from what you can see at the moment. A pretty ugly one to have to say. I have elf, Nea, which is kind of like a hobbit or fairy, kind of a boat. I don't know. It seems kind of weird. Looks like a fairy. And we have dwarves, which is usually my favorite class. I've made several characters to play around with the different classes, which are knight, which is what we have at the moment, priest, Arcanist, Engineer, and Ranger. Now, there are fundamental differences between all the classes. Of course, some are melee, some are range and whatnot. Am I bound to just use what I have as equipment and whatnot? No, I mean, if I want to equip this, I can definitely do it, but does it mean that he's going to be as powerful and whatnot? No, like you can see, like when I look at the gear, it tells you after changing equipment, my attack goes down, my healing goes down, my defense goes up, which is kind of odd when putting a gun compared to a two-handed axe. But that's just the way it is, right? It's pretty randomized in regards to gear, but there is a really, really big difference. I strongly believe from what I've played. I'll just show you here. So just go in. Now just take some mobs here. I can do some AoE grinding here if I wanted to. One of the fundamental differences between range and melee is that I feel melee is not as strong as it should be. Compared to range, I would have been done already. It's ridiculously overpowered range, especially if you're a caster Arcanist. I've seen people like go through the map. They start from where I am and they're like, they're everywhere and they kill stuff super fast. So if I believe melee characters need a buff, absolutely they need a buff. Like, who doesn't like a melee character, a warrior, or a knight in this case, to bash evildoers just like I've done. Now, speaking of fighting, the aggro range on these things are fairly close. I'm not even close to it, and he's already attacking me, which is something that I don't really like. I don't know if they could possibly fix that. That'd be great if you could. If not, then that's fine. And when speaking about combat, as you can see, let's go on here. And when I'm attacking, it feels as if there's an attack delay. Now I've seen many other YouTubers complain about, oh, there's an attack delay, there's an attack delay. It's not that there is an attack delay, it's because you're not attacking very fast, right? If you want to attack faster, well, you need to put points to attack faster. It's that simple. Now, in my defense, for the attack that's slow or not, when it came to North American servers, the servers were kind of laggy at first. Although I did message the developers and they said, oh no, it's you know, they didn't really find any kind of issue whatsoever. Although on my side I did. I don't know if I was too far from the servers or not, which are on the East Coast and I am on the West Coast. That could make a little ping difference. But apart from that, yeah, it kind of got fixed, I would have to say. There's no alt tabbing to, like, see, okay, I do tab. There's no alt tabbing in characters, in mobs and whatnot. So that sucks. I would like to choose alt tab sometimes. I'm so used to MMOs where you can just tab, and you can just choose your target and whatnot, or you can have a bar over your enemies saying how much HP they have. Right off the bat, or like I see this guy here, I can see it when I hover over it, but I can't see it when I'm not doing anything, right? I don't want to die here, so I'm just gonna do this. Let's go kill this stuff right here. So yeah, so melee absolutely would need a buff in my very honest opinion. Please buff the characters. Now when it comes to stats and skill points. Now if we press C here, you can see that we have our, probably not at the right spot, so let's go through this here. You know what, it doesn't matter. So as you can see, we have our prestige, bravery, blood, focus. Now you can reset up to a certain point when you're very low level, just so you can play around and see what you really want to do for skills and whatnot. But as you can see, I do not have any skill reset scrolls anymore. I do have one, but if you want to have it, you need to buy it through the in-game store app. I will speak about that in just a moment. Okay, now I am level 19. All right, not super magnificent. It goes up to level 40, and at level 30 you can start doing enchanting, and at level 40 you can start doing crafting, which is great. Now prestige, as you can see, critical hit, resistance modifier, bravery, energy, holy damage, fire, toxic, healing, and affinity, which is quite important if you're playing a priest or someone that's going to be playing solo all the time. Blood, which is more of a physical damage stat, instant healing. I would say it's kind of more like for tanking and whatnot, because you're doing lots of physical damage and you need actually not, the bravery is the one with the shield, and blood is the one that's more DPS-ish. I am two-handed right now. You can choose to put up other equipment if you want. I mean, I can definitely put a sword and a shield. And then focus. This is what I was talking about, attack speed. So the more attack speed that you have, the faster you'll attack. So if I'm attacking like this, I have a skill that attacks twice right now. So if one thing you have to know is that a lot of these, I would say, games that come from Asia, is that even if you attack like this, I could leave my finger on the attack button, left mouse button, and it'll just keep attacking like that. See, it kept attacking because there's some sort of delay. It's kind of weird, but nothing too game breaking, and it's really nothing to be excited about or to make a big deal about. So yeah, those are stat points, and you can choose your gear. It has a nice option here of whatever's in your bag. You can go take a look, and it tells you the difference in equipment and stats wise, attack, defense, and healing. And obviously some equipment will have different kind of stats, you know, as you can see from the one on the right side, critical hit damage, dodge, and whatnot. So yeah, please die. There you go. So yeah, it's the same thing, weapons and all that good stuff. Now, once you reach level 15, you have the option of taking a second class. Now, you can choose other classes, but you'll have to go to your house. Yeah, there is housing in the game if you're really into it. I'm not really going to go into the housing because I'm not really into that compared to other games, but yeah, I'm not really into it, to be quite honest with you. Let me just beat these guys first. There you go, beat him. So yeah, so you can choose that up to 15. Then you start leveling, and you'll have 2 leveling bars: your main character, and then your secondary character. Now, if we go to our skills, now we'll have our passive skills. As you level up, it tells you, let's say you need level 22, 25, ish, all the way up. And this one unlocks at level 30. And whatever you have here stays active. If you change it to something else, it'll be active to that one as well. Now, if we go to primary skills, we'll have our primary. So this is our primary skills right here. So you can put points. You can either put like damage value, aggro bonus. Some will be a healing affinity modifier, aggro bonus, more if you're a tank, right? So block chance. So there's different kind of stats that you can take with the skills that you allocate to your toolbar. I'm more of a attack and self heal, so I have my aura, I have my healing right now that does this, that takes energy, and you can just go in, and as long as you have energy and it's up, heal, it makes it quite easy for the character. Yeah, and there is PvP in the game, so 1v1, 3v3, 5v5. There are dungeons in the game that you can do solo and at different difficulty settings. And there, obviously you'll get achievements. The game does not lack in achievements. It has a ton of achievements. So if you're really someone that really loves achievements, you will enjoy trying to get them. You can't guarantee that you'll get all of them, but there's one that says stay logged in for 365 days. I don't know if someone's willing to do that, but go on ahead if you want to. Now, in my opinion, is the game good or not? From what I've played, the time that I've given, I say that it is worth it. Now, is it a grind? Yes, it is a grind. Once you reach a certain point, you'll kind of hit a wall, and you'll need to grind out certain areas, unfortunately. But that's okay. I mean, if you're willing to go through that, or you're used to it, I mean, it shouldn't be any problem, right? Now, speaking about the marketplace, so there's in-game app currencies, right? They've talked about loot orbs and stuff like frozen ember, like loot orbs like this. I've heard that these drop. In my 13 hours of play, I have not seen one of these loot orbs to drop. Hint, please have more loot orbs drop, please, if possible. But yes, you can have a frozen ember with this here. You can use this currency as well, or you can use the coin currency. Now the coin currency can buy like revive skill, skills, scroll, sorry, skill reset scrolls, basic revive, like more inventory, more space, storage space, re-skills. I kind of bought one in that regards. There is also one thing that is like there's no permanent mount. You have to be lucky enough to buy the mount to get it through the orbs, which I honestly do not agree with. It should really be you reach a certain level and you have a ton of cash that you want to spend. I have this much cash, like I have nothing to spend it on. Everything is self-found. I don't have anything to spend it on. So yeah, I mean there's dailies, there's achievements such as this here: general, kill 100 monsters of any kind. Poof, I got 10. That's it. You got 10 empire coins, which is okay. But yeah, those kind of in-game app purchases, I'm not a really big fan of. The game is good, don't get me wrong, but I'm not a fan of those kind of things. In-game transactions, more of a I buy the game and then I wish everything was in the game from right off the bat. But things are different these days. It's not when I was younger. It changed, and companies got to stay afloat somehow, which is completely understandable. It's I can't blame them. They want to make money, and yeah, everybody needs to make money, right? So that's about it, guys. If I recommend the game, I do recommend the game. You can buy the lowest package, which I believe is Mortal. Then there's Demigod, and then Immortal package. I would suggest that you go take a look at what those packages are. I have the Immortal Edition that was provided for me from to the developers. If we're talking about a Canadian price, because I'm in Canada, that's about $24.99. US is a bit lower. And these stupid spiders again. Die. There you go. And yeah, so if you're in another country, obviously it depends on your currency exchange and whatnot. So yeah, so I enjoyed the game, guys. Pick it up, go take a look, maybe more videos and whatnot. I will be posting more videos of characters, Iron Man events, because they do have that. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Put your comments in the comment section. Maybe you'd like to see something different from this game, and maybe what's lacking. And you know, sometimes developers do look at these videos and they look at the comment sections and they're like, oh yeah, maybe we should put that. So that's one thing you can think about, guys. So I'm unretired. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.